Nation. I'm your host, Chris Gillett, along with Garth Moore. You know the sponge belt. You know him. He's my sidekick. This is PlayStation and Pizza, episode 11. Oh, man. Nice to be back here with you. I know it.
Yes.
I don't know why it seems like it's been so long ago, you know.
Does it?
It just seems that way. I don't know why, It just
For
does.
me, it feels like not that long.
No, not that long.
But
Okay.
it feels like we just
For
talked.
some reason, I thought you were going to say something more. And then you're just like, it feels not that long. Um, I know we played some games and stuff the other night, but it just feels long to me. I don't know, maybe because my new schedule now is like, what is it? I have Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays off, like all three of those days together. And then I get off Saturday evenings. So my schedule's kind of like all fucked up. I feel off as fuck. I don't know. I'm not used to it. I mean, it's kind of nice though. Like we talked about how E3 and the way football and like all the wrestling, we're big wrestling fans and like the wrestling pay-per-views, they all fall on those good days. So I'm set.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. But I was gonna let you know, the podcast right now we're gonna try to get PlayStation and Pizza as well. But the Games Cast, which you guys can go check out as well over at gamercade.squarespace.com, is available on Google Play. So that's cool. We
Nice.
got an invite to be on Google Play with the Gamescast, and I got one later in the day for PlayStation and Pizza. So that's cool because not everyone is getting them right now. I was like, that's really neat. Yeah. So we're gonna, if you have an Android device and that's all you do, hey, you can go download us over on Google Play. Awesome. You guys can go download the Gamescast right now, and then PlayStation Pizza. I'll get that set up this evening. So, anyways, if you didn't know, this is GCN's PlayStation-centric podcast. If you did not know, Garth Moore is always here with me. We PlayStation, so you've reached your ultimate destination for everything PlayStation. So, what's up, Garth? What have you been doing a little bit this week? I know we played a little bit together. You play anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I've been actually got back into the crew and playing the shit out of that again.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I seen.
I found all the locations and I got all the hot rods, all the hidden cars.
Fuck yeah! You get a trophy for that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hardly anybody has done it too.
Oh, really? I was like ultra rare.
It's like because it's 246 locations. You got to visit all of them.
Jesus Christ! You must had a lot of time. That's a lot of locations. Jesus.
Pretty much. I found out that you could actually. It shows you where they all are on the map. All I did was fast travel to each and every one.
Oh, see, I thought you took the time and drove because the cruise.
Oh no, I'm not going to drive there. No, I just go to the map, go to the little bell, click on it, and then when
you got to drive around and find it right in that area.
Yeah.
Okay.
I even found a space shuttle launch.
Oh wow. Okay. Do you actually see it? Do you get to drive
it
it?
takes off.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. That's cool. I like that. We played a little bit of Tabletop Racing, which was a free PlayStation Plus game. We tried to get some guys together from the Facebook group, which you guys can go check out as well, facebook.com/group/gamercade. And we ended up having a good time anyways. It was me, you, Dallas. It was just us three at first, and we got a bunch of people together. And had a full 8-player room going. The game is actually really fun, to be honest. I didn't think it would be that fun.
The soundtrack is boo boo.
Yeah, I had to turn on Spotify really quick. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. Like it's a good mixture of that in the game. And then I don't know. After playing it for an hour or less, you're just like, I gotta get rid of this shit. So, but Tabletop Racing is it's a blast. So there's a few things that are kind of annoying, like some of the power ups and like the wheel abilities. I think are a little OP to a certain extent. But
yeah. But anyways, also I played. I'm still playing Okami and Red Dead. Nice, lengthy, long games where they don't, where you could endlessly play them.
Well, guess what? You're in for a treat because you're about to have some free time on your hands because there's a big dry spell coming up, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm kind of excited.
Well, it's the sun. It's the summer, like every dry spell
Right.
type of
But see, I
season.
thought at the beginning of the summer I was going to have to deal with
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky, but that's not going to be the case.
Yeah. Until you get it at the end of this summer. Now.
Yeah. Until when the baby shows up.
Yeah.
But I still plan on getting Mafia after she gets here. Let's see if I can work that out somehow. I mean, playing it.
I'm going to say, do you have a name for her yet?
Yes, Sophia.
Okay, very nice.
Yes, yep.
Sophia Gillett.
Would it be after Sophia Loren, which is one of me and Veronica's favorite actress / Italian model /
okay.
Model, all that. You know Sophia Loren, she was in Grumpier Old Men.
Oh, yes. She is fantastic.
Yes. She's beautiful.
There's
a lot of old Italian movies and stuff like that I watch and see her in. She's one of my favorite actresses. So,
she's great. Great movie, by the way. Love that movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Love that. Yeah.
I thought I was the only 24-year-old that liked that movie.
Oh no, Veronica! She probably watches that shit like 6 times.
I don't know anyone else. I don't know anyone else that likes that movie.
Oh wow! Yeah, good movie.
She's going to be named over an actor, and I was named over a singer. So yeah.
Oh right, yeah, there you go.
2 thumbs up. Yeah.
I honestly don't know why I was named Christopher, but it just happened. You know what? My dad told me it was a bet.
Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But my dad said it was a bet. If I was born on a certain day, my name would have been Nicholas. If I was born on the day I was, it would have been Christopher. So I don't know how that came to be. It sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me because I don't really care for either name. But whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking those names are shit, and everybody has the name Chris anyway. So
everybody has Chris. I know. I swear. No joke. I've met and known about 10 Chris's in my whole life.
Right? Yeah.
It's very generic and nothing special about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very generic name. And then people are like, oh, well, there's something special about your name. I'm like, well, what is that? They're like, you're named after Christ. And I was like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. How about fucking, something better than that. I don't know, like something. I could be something cooler. No, they have to give me the middle name Ryan as well. So it's like, Jesus Christ.
2 generic names.
Yeah, right. And then my last name, a lot of people don't have. So it's cool. I mean, whatever. It kind of balances itself out somehow. Yeah. Anyways, so you play anything else besides the crew, tabletop racing with me in Dallas?
No, but gonna plan on playing Tomorrow Children sometime this week.
Mm-hmm. The beta, by the way, starts tomorrow. The open beta, if you guys want, you can.
I already have it downloaded too.
I thought it was on Friday. What is?
I searched it and it was up there.
Okay, I'll have to do it as well. If you guys want, then go over on PSN right now. Download the Tomorrow Children beta. I'm not sure if it's just for the weekend. I'm not sure how long it lasts. I don't know all the details on that. But I did share that when it's a Twitter post. I shared it over on our Facebook group. Pretty exciting. I tagged Jeffy, but he didn't say anything, so he probably doesn't want to talk to me. So whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, or maybe he's just not checking social media or something. I don't know. He's just not he's not usually that social media type, but you never know.
To be quite a bit. He always on Twitter. But anyways, I played a little bit of Homefront: The Revolution. Like I said, I was trying to do co-op. I'm trying to get this damn trophy. It's ultra rare. It is to beat a co-op mission on hard, and it is fucking ridiculous. Like, you get shot a couple times and you're dead. I tried doing it by myself because it's cool. You can actually play the co-op missions by yourself, which I like, because if for some reason you want to play alone, you can do that. So Colin Moriarty, that would be right up his alley if he's still still playing Homefront or whatever. I know he doesn't like to interact with other people, and he almost played the entire division by itself. So that's crazy. So I tried that last night. It didn't go so well. I got pretty frustrated. I was like, God damn, this is ridiculously hard. And the co-op actually runs way better than the actual main game does. So, and it's in the open world setting. So it's fun. I like the co-op a lot. It's really, really cool. And I like all the upgrades and everything. And you get cool gear. You can make yourself look apart from everyone. Attachments. It's got kind of like Uncharted does. You know, you earn like cash and points, and you can open crates and all that. Well, in Uncharted's case, chests. It's got that.
Yeah.
So it's like you're unlocking DLC all the time or something really cool like that. I like that. And then I dabbled with the campaign just a little bit just because I was getting some more strike points. I got 30 strike points, which is achievement. And I got a bunch more, like stay in the spotlight of one of the ships that come overhead. If you're in the spotlight for 2 minutes straight, you could actually and all enemies are always coming after you. But the game like decided it was going to glitch once again. So I was just sitting there and nothing was happening, and I was in the spotlight and the ship had its siren going off and everything. Nobody came. Maybe one or two enemies at the most. So I was like, okay, silver trophy, ultra rare. That's fucking awesome. Thank you again. So I like that. That works out too. So I don't care if it glitched. I got that. But I played a little bit more Drive Club last night as well. I decided to go back. That game has so much DLC. Holy fuck! I thought I had a lot purchased, and I was buying those like $6 a pop. You know, I didn't have the season pass, so I didn't even get anywhere near buying all those. I might as well just buy the season pass. I think it's like $12 or something. Now it is good price. The races I was doing are fucking insanely ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna move over to WWE. Decided to play. I'm so rusty, man, so rusty. I usually play normal, and I was like, let me play the single player, my career. So I was playing that, and I was getting owned, fucking owned. Jesus Christ! So I was like, let me bump this down to easy. It didn't matter. I still got my ass whooped. I was like, man, I am really off. I have not played this game. And I was having a few beers and playing, and that wasn't helping. So I got frustrated and went to bed.
So, yeah, I got really bored of that career mode because it was just the same thing over and over again.
It's so funny.
I know it's a wrestling game, but yeah, it's like,
right.
I don't know. It was just boring.
Yeah, there's a few interesting things that kind of happened. But what's the chick, her name that interviews you?
Renee Young.
Renee. Oh, yeah, that's right. Her face looks weird. She's like, she's sitting there interviewing me. I'm sitting. She's like, so.
Oh, those get very repetitive, by the way.
Yeah. She's like, so, what do you think of your rival right now, Tyler Breeze? Holds the mic up to me, and I I can choose, and it's like, he doesn't stand a chance against a guy like me. I chose, and it made the rivalry even worse, or heated, or whatever. And I that's all I said. And it goes back to her, and she's like, "All right, see you next time." And I was like, okay, what the fuck?
Yeah, like interviews like that are just awkward.
Yeah. So, oh man, I was like, and her eyes look weird. Like they're just staring off, like in weird spaces. Not even paying attention.
It looks mostly like her, but yeah, like her eyes kind of look weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. It's all over. So another thing, I was messing with the universe. I was like, I'm gonna play that. That's my favorite part of the game. They always have been. So I was messing with it, and I got it set up, and I have like people from back in the day, WCW, ECW, TNA, WWE, and I took people off the roster I didn't want. But if they had a championship or something, it's weird. Like, I took that championship off of them, placed it on somebody else, and if I didn't want the championship involved, I just placed it on someone that wasn't on any of the shows. But for some reason, they're still popping up in the shows, and I was like, this is really frustrating and kind of a pain in the ass. So I said, fuck it. And I'm kind of
I don't
mad
like
that
I don't like the interface to the universe mode. It's confusing.
yeah, it is very confusing. So, I don't know if I'm kind of pissed off that I even purchased that game. Um, I'm really excited to see what happens when it comes to the split that's coming up with SmackDown and Raw. I
Yeah,
wonder if they're going to do that with the games or make 2 games. If they make 2 games, that's even better.
I doubt they're gonna do 2 games. I think
Can
it'll
you
just be.
imagine though, SmackDown on
But
PlayStation again and Raw
but
on Xbox?
but but it'll make the career mode more interesting because you could actually get drafted to like
Drafted, yeah,
SmackDown or Raw.
right. Pull out some NBA type of stuff like on 2K16 or oh man, that'd be cool. I hope they do so much more. The way they sold it to me in the trailers and shit, like that's what I wanted from 2K15. And 2K15, now that I think about it, it was like playing with The Rock. There wasn't not The Rock.
It has the engine of a good game, but
Right,
it's just
yeah.
it's still
The
missing.
engine's great. The gameplay is fun, but it's just I don't know. It just doesn't have the charisma, I guess you can say, that you would want.
I wish it would also pay more attention to detail.
Right.
Like some of the arenas is all built on the same exact structure. They just change like the layout of it, like the back, the
Right.
Titantron. That's like the only thing that's different. Every ramp is exactly the same length.
Same. Yes. Exactly.
Every ramp is exactly the same look. So that's kind of cheesy there, but really the best thing that game has going for it is the creative on there. It's brilliant.
Right. Yep. You're pretty much right. But I just kind of been dabbling in some other games that I haven't played in a while, just because, like we're saying, there's a dry spell coming up, and I think that Homefront patch still isn't out yet, but they said it's coming. But I'm tired of waiting, so I just started playing other things. I don't know. I haven't really been in the mood for Doom. It's like Dallas said, just play it in chunks, and that's what I've been doing. It just feels like, I don't know. The environments are cool. Some of the enemies are cool, but it's just
maybe you're tired of first-person shooters.
No, it's just like you're doing the same.
Or you're just not in the mood for it.
Well, you're doing the same things over and over and over. It's fun,
I mean,
but
to
it's
be
just
fair though. Isn't that what Doom has always been about?
Right,
I mean,
but it's just something that I can't play for a long period of time without. Okay, well, I got to this next level. Time to set it down. It's funny because that's exactly what Dallas did. He's like, "Yeah, let's do that." That's what I did, So he's like, "It's still fun that way." It's a good game. It's really good. It's just, yeah.
Because honestly, like for me, if the game is really fun, I don't care if it's the same thing over and over again because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's fun, but I'm not sure. Just at this moment, it's just not my thing.
Because honestly, I mean, because like, what else would you expect from a Doom game besides all that? What you mentioned.
Maybe it's just too much FPS, like you said.
I don't know what you. I don't know. Like, if I got that, I would know what else to expect.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. It's just like something I can't play for a long period of time. Just have to put it down.
Yeah. You know what I think it is? I just think maybe you're burnt out on shooters for right now, and you got
right. Well, maybe that, or I just got pissed off about the whole
because you played
thing.
Ratchet and Clank, like it was a refresher because you haven't played it in a while, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. Maybe if you like take a break from.
And then Uncharted, I ran through pretty fast, so. But that's all. I just kind of been dabbing at some old games. Then I went to the Facebook page and I said 5 games chosen randomly out of my collection. I've not played.
And everybody chose Heavenly Sword.
Which game should I play next? Place your vote. Heavenly Sword edged out Condemned Criminal Origins by 1, and then Condemned tied with Alan Wake at 3 votes. And then the Bureau, which I've actually really been wanting to play, to be honest, got 2 votes. So,
by the way,
I'm sorry. 4, 5, 6.
I also voted on
Sword.
Twitter. I voted twice. I voted Heavenly Sword again on Twitter.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm not sure if I got that notification. I have to look. 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. Oh, never mind. Okay, Heavenly Sword got 6. Condemned got 5. Alan Wake had 3. And the Bureau had 2. So, and then Two Human got no one. I don't think anybody knows what that game was. Sadly, maybe someday. Travis had to go and say like, "Oh, Evil Within," which wasn't even on.
He always the oddball. He always picks the stuff that isn't on the list. Like pick the stuff that's on the list.
Yeah. I just chose 5 random games. Like literally, I just went through pick. Heavenly Sword, I played some of, and then I never went back and just finished it.
I got stuck on her sister's mission where you gotta like, I don't know, I forgot what to do, but it's so tedious because her control is so bad, it's unplayable.
Oh wow! Well, hopefully.
And I had no clue what to do because it has no explanation at all.
Well, it's an older game now, 2007.
Yeah,
I believe so.
That was towards the end where games didn't tell you what to do. 2007, 2008, 2009 was the beginning of telling you exactly clarification what to do in every game.
Step by step, day by day. Anyways, that's all I've been playing. What do you say we get into some video game news? Oh, actually, topic. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Topic of the show, something we do every week here on PlayStation and Pizza. Me and Garth take turns. This week is his week. So, Garth.
Okay.
What's your topic?
You said you regretted buying WWE 2K16. Well, what if they had some sort of feature where you could trade in your digital games? Wouldn't that be awesome? And they would, they don't give you they give you maybe like $10 for that game. You could put $10 to your PSN wallet, and then you could trade another game, say Destiny. You could trade that game.
Right.
They give you $5, $15 in your wallet. Therefore, you're building up all this PSN cash by trading in games that you don't want anymore, or you beat like Torrent. Maybe for example, they can give you like $3 or $2. That's another $2.
Which I think would be worth it.
All these amazing,
spending, a little bit of
think
money
about
on
all these digital games that me and you have gotten and played. Have no use for them anymore. Don't want to go back to them and play them ever again.
Right.
They're just sitting on our digital list, never going to be played again. So, like, would you like that, or do you think that could ever be a possibility one day where the digital world will be all digital? You think that we'll ever see, maybe even the PS4 era, we'll see where you could trade in your digital games?
Possibly. I think that Steam does a good job, but I mean, I know it's not. It is technically used, but some people.
And it is possible.
Right. Well, Steam does. They do a feature where they'll refund you your money if something isn't to par,
which is very cool.
Right, because Dallas, he just got a game on Steam. It was God, it's like the army soldiers, the green ones, like the toys, like Army Men, kind of like those games on the PS1. Yeah. But anyways, he's playing it, and the servers are pretty much dead. There's like 7 people total, including him, so 6 other people and him playing. There's like 20 plus servers, but only one was active, and with the little traffic on it, 6 other people, like I said, and he was frustrated. He wrote Steam. He said, "Hey, this it takes very explanatory why, and that's why," and then refunded his money. So it's kind of like that game was used, used in a way, and he got all of his money back. Now,
very good.
I think it's a great idea, Garth. I really do. But I wonder how they would do it if the game is aged. Like 2K16 is about
almost a year old now.
8 months old. I want to say, no, 9 or 10. So I mean, hey, that game could go down in price, like you said, $10-$20. Maybe you can get for it. Maybe you can get $20 back. I think that's a fair deal. Not a game like Torn, like you said, we both played. We enjoyed some of the art style. The game was a little lackluster in some spots, but very creative. But it didn't quite hit what we thought.
Very relaxing game.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah.
Me and you never want to play it again because we already got our experience. We already got our play. That's not a game that you play multiple times.
Right, so and I think that game was like what, $7? maybe 5.
Like
I don't
10 or
remember.
$7. Yeah,
Yeah.
10 or
So
$7.
I think 3 would be a reasonable
Yeah,
trade in or whatever you wanted to call it for digital. It's really good.
yeah,
I think that's a really good idea though, and I really
yeah,
think I'm sure that Sony's looked into it. I'm
yeah,
sure Microsoft has looked into it. There's been like surveys come up through people say they had gotten emails from Sony and Microsoft, so I'm sure they both looked into it. But I don't know if we'll see it this generation. Maybe. I think that'd be a good feature. There's a lot of features that come uh, with updates, like firmware updates and stuff like that. So we could possibly see something like that here within, I don't know, the lifespan of this console. So we'll have to see how that goes.
yeah. Very good. There's endless abilities for that kind of stuff.
Right, yeah, especially that because that's more of like server side. It's not like is a console capable of pulling that feature off. It's more of like, hey, server side, So,
Yeah,
but we can get so many more features with the hardware that we have now.
yeah. So many ideas
We have fucking share play and shit like that. I didn't even think we'd be
in
able
the
to do.
interface
Yeah,
as well.
right. Yeah, that's definitely right. So, um, what about you? What do you think about the prices and trade-ins and all that? Since it
Oh
is your
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with you. Like if they gave us for 2K16, like give us like $12 or $15 or something like that.
right, yeah,
Uh, offer a little bit more than GameStop does because you're gonna want to sell. Make these people want to trade for PlayStation, not at GameStop.
right,
So I
yeah,
think it should be a little bit higher than that.
exactly.
Uh,
And also, it's like I don't know. It's actually a win for
then
PlayStation if
that
you think
then
about
then
it.
then that would actually challenge GameStop. Like, hey, you got to start giving more money
Yeah, your
for
trade-ins.
these customers. So then they actually have a rival there. That would
Right.
actually make GameStop pretty nervous, if
Yeah.
you ask me.
Not only that, but like I think we talked about this. I think on the Games Cast a little bit. Not sure if you were there. I think you were. It was like me, Dallas, Julia, and I think you and but we talked about it a little bit, and I think we said that I think it was because of Microsoft email or Sony's or something, and I brought it up. And if you think about it, Sony, Microsoft, Steam, whatever. If you think about it, they've kind of already. Well, Steam they refund you the entire amount, but if they did this used thing, trade in your used games, if they have some kind of promotion or something going on, um, Sony's kind of winning because they got your real cash. Now you're getting this fake digital cash. So
Yeah,
it's like they're getting to keep the entire amount that you've purchased. I'm sure they split it up with the companies or whoever's advertising the game, and they'll
yeah,
split it up certain ways. But they're kind of winning in the end if you think about it. You're getting this fake cash online to use for
yeah,
games, and then you're probably going to put a little bit more from your wallet with the digital
yeah,
cash that you have. So if you think about it, Sony's getting you for a little bit more. So not a
yeah.
big deal, but it's still cool to get some credit back.
I noticed they're charging taxes now for each game, each digital game you buy, which
Are
is
they?
yeah. It's like if you buy a $10 game on the digital store, it'll come out to like 10.50 or 10.40. So I
Okay.
feel bad for people who buy, people. Oh, mommy, I want a $20 PSN card. They buy the $20 game that they want. Nope, you can't get it because you need about a dollar more plus those tax.
Right.
So
You
that's
know,
kind of screwy there, and you can't put those just a little bit of extra amount, which one thing I'm not a fan of. You can't. You have to put $5 or more. You can't just put like 50 cents in there and stuff.
it's true.
To cover that small amount.
Yeah. It's like Xbox has been actually doing stuff like that for quite some time. Worse than PlayStation Network. Because if you go and you purchase something, it'll actually say like $9 and a weird amount like somewhere like 46 cents, and you're like, what? So that's how
Yeah,
stuff is priced on there now. and you're just like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird.
So it doesn't say points anymore.
No. They've been doing
Good.
cash for
good.
Like
I thought the points were so confusing.
Right, yeah, they haven't been done points in a while, but yeah, it's just weird pricing. I think it's because they show the tax included, so it's like $9 and, like I said, a weird number, like 46 cents or something like that, and you're like, okay, that's a weird price, you know. So, but yeah, right up your alley. Say I agree with you. Definitely, hopefully, see that sometime here in the near future. That's a really good topic, Garth. Thank you for bringing that.
I told you, you would like this topic. I told you.
Beautiful. So, what do you say we jump into some video game news?
Now
or
you got to
top
it. Now you got to top the topic with the game that you're going to announce.
Yeah. I think I got something. We'll have to wait and see.
All right. Go ahead. Let's hit it with the news.
All right, guys. Let's get into some video game news. Let's see. First things first. This is a good one. There is this technician. He had an issue with his PS4, and he was gonna open it up and give it a fix. So a gamer gets a shock of his life when he finds a snake inside of his PS4.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. That's ridiculous. Yeah. How is that possible?
He just crawled up in there and got fucking electrocuted and melted a little bit into it. So sometimes our gaming devices suffer from technical issues, bad hardware, or malfunctioning pieces. But have you ever found a snake in your PS4? I haven't, luckily.
Luckily.
But they show pictures. You know, I mean, you can't see them, but the snake is like like kind of like entwined and become one with the motherboard. So that kind of sucks. Poor snake ended up dying. He probably just wanted to go somewhere nice and warm, and ended up getting fucked, and then fucked the PS4 in the process. So no fixing that. You're gonna get another PS4. So yeah, I just thought that was a neat little story I wanted to share with you. I think that, I mean, you had known about it. I think we talked about it and posted it up on the Facebook page. So yeah, pretty cool little story. Topic number 2: GT Sport will not feature dynamic time or weather. Dynamic conditions are dropped in the newest game in favor or better quality control for a Gran Turismo title. What are your thoughts, Garth, on no dynamic time or weather in GT Sport?
It's very disappointing because not very many games do that anyways. I mean, Project Cars does it. Right. But yeah, very disappointing. But it is a spin-off title. So maybe it'll be in 7, but at the same time, I don't know if that's possible,
right,
due to the hardware limitations. So I don't know.
Well, they're saying for quality control, they're wanting more quality. Like, I guess they're wanting to iron out some things and maybe not force features that won't be like necessarily perfect right now. Like you said, later we might get it. You know, not right now, but for future. You know,
I heard you still can, like, you know, start a race at nighttime, but the sun won't come up.
Okay. So it's just strictly at night, a night race.
Yeah.
That's still fine. I mean, that's okay. I mean, sometimes when I race, I really don't think about it.
Like,
really
you can set the time, you know, if you want it to be set in the morning or something.
Yeah. And then, like, Project Cars, for instance, when we played, the rain was a pain in the ass. Holy shit. Like, it really felt like...
I hate the rain in there.
Yeah, I think it's a little too tough on you. I thought it was a little too slick at times. There would be times where I'd racing. You know, the races are like super long sometimes. I was racing, got first, and my tire wear is going down. You know, I need to pit coming up, and then like coming up near the last fucking lap, the fucking rain fucks me. My tires are wearing down, and my car goes sliding like I'm in an ice storm. I'm like, seriously. And then I blow it, and then I fucking lose the lead. So yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna be really focused more on like the competition side of GT Sport. I'm not gonna really be worried about the dynamic time or weather. So
it's all about the competitive racing.
Right, competitive nature, competitive racing, and
like you said, it's like you're applying for a like a spot, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And not only that, it's a stepping stone for future of all simulation racing games.
Yeah.
But I said, of course, it does come out very soon. So
It does. I forgot all about that game.
yeah, I think within like the next month and a half time period, I think
Yeah.
somewhere in there. So a set of course that comes out, which is very exciting. Cannot wait to give that a shot. And it's been out on PC for quite some time. So if you are a PlayStation 4 owner and you love a simulation racing, it'd be right up your fucking alley, that's for sure. All right, so GT Sport don't feature dynamic time or weather. I wanted to move on to some PlayStation Plus games that we got for June 2016,
Yes.
which will be
My
available.
favorite topic so far.
Will be available Tuesday. Let me go ahead and read this off to you. The full lineup for PS4, PlayStation 4. Obviously, you get these titles digital. Well, would you be able to get your PlayStation Plus titles? NBA 2K16 for PS4. Awesome because I have friends that play it. I told you, Garth. I always want to get the NBA games, but do I want to really fork out?
Same for the MLB games.
Right? Yeah. Do I really want to fork out $60 for a game that
and the Madden games
comes,
as well.
like every year? Yeah, we kind of get tired of that because like sometimes they're very similar. They might have a cool feature, maybe slightly better than the last iteration. So awesome. We get it for free. We can play some street ball. We can play each other online. So that's going to be pretty fun. I'm honestly pretty excited about that. I know
some his friends play it a lot, so I'll join them too.
Sounds good. And a lot of people are upset about this. I understand not everybody's NBA fans, but yeah. I do like NBA. I like.
No, I haven't played a next gen basketball game yet, so this will be
my
first.
I haven't either. Yeah,
we see the graphics.
Definitely. Another game I thought about buying. I think it's about $15-$20. Doesn't have a platinum trophy because they say it's all about the experience for the game. So which is fine. I mean, I'd rather play the story because everybody says it's great. This game is called Gone Home, console edition. It's been on PC for quite some time. Now it's made it over to the console platform. So that's exciting. I am glad I finally get to try Gone Home. You can play it for a couple hours. Yeah, play it for a couple hours and you're done. So that's cool. For PS3, we got Echochrome. That title's been out for ages now. Holy shit! Like
ages.
Yeah, like wow. That game is actually really mind-fucking. I've played it before. So actually a really good title, to be honest. No trophies. It came out really early stages of PS3 or PS.
The PS3 are Sony's giving away their early stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, we got Loco. Well, even on Vita and stuff like that, we got like Loco Roco last month.
Yeah, and now you are also giving away Chains of
Olympus, as
well.
And before that was Ghost of Sparta, I think. So those are PSP titles. Next
Sony's
game
basically saying, "Screw you, trophy hordes. We're going to give you games with no trophies."
Right, and notice these are Sony's games that have been getting used for PlayStation Plus. So, like, are some of these?
They still won't give out Heavy Rain for some reason. I wish they would give out Heavy Rain.
You just need to buy it on PS4, man. That's what you need to do. Screw the PS3 version.
No, I'm not talking about the PS3 version. I'm talking about the PS4 version.
Okay. Well, it came out not too long ago for PS4.
I know.
So,
where they at least got, I think, promote at least one of these months. I think they got to promote a.
You haven't played Heavy Rain yet, have you?
Nah, so.
Oh man, great game. But it's Sony that's throwing out these titles. Like, okay, I understand the PS4, NBA 2K16, okay, and then Gone Home. All right, fine. 2 third-party titles, but everything else on the list, which I'll finish reading in a second, is all exclusive or second-party exclusive. Yep. So I think we're starting to see the dry up of PlayStation Plus on PS3. I think so.
You think so? There's tons of games that they can get.
Right, there is, but are they about done with this? Are they starting to see people not care and not download? I'm sure they have data that we don't have, though. They might. There maybe
at least I think those games that they give out are for the hardcore fans that will actually play those games.
Possibly. But trust me, I don't want it to go anywhere because I'm enjoying the games they're giving out.
It's not going to go anywhere. No, it's not going to go.
I say another year.
I think you're overthinking the whole thing.
I say a year tops. So, That's me. I say your
I
tops.
think you're overthinking the whole thing. I think we will eventually get a month where you'll get like a Vita game where you're like, whoa, you know what?
Well, no, the Vita,
I will say
yeah. I'm talking
I
about
will
PS.
say
It will
I will
be
I will say that like the Vita games are probably running thin because they have given out a lot of good Vita games,
right.
and so the Vita running thin now where they're kind of running out of Vita games, so they're giving out PSP games for
You know
PS4
what?
games and
I
PS3
honestly, I
games.
was gonna say, I think I see PS Vita out, continuing support for PlayStation Plus and PS3 disappearing. That's what I was
PS3
gonna say.
disappearing?
Yeah,
I could see that eventually.
I say a year tops for PS3, and then Plus support
PS3
will
hasn't
be
got really anything,
right.
like that's relevant, except for
But
Siren.
right, I was gonna get to which I'm sure that you listeners are saying, "Hey, come on, move on. I want to hear these games. I don't know what they are yet." So, Siren
Yeah, I know.
Blood
I get on
Curse.
my rants.
Oh, and same here. Yeah, I was gonna go on too, but I was like, I better continue this. Um, uh, series I actually enjoy because I started playing this game back in 2007 ish, and I only played episode one. I did not get to play the other episodes because you had to pay for them, and they were coming. This is one of the first games I ever seen do episodes ever, and it was successful. The first Siren was on PS2. I did not play that. I heard great things about it. I'm a big horror fan, but Siren Blood Curse episode 1 through 12 for PlayStation 3. That is awesome. That game was a US, as in United States, US digital exclusive, only digital. Now, if you wanted it physical, you'd have to import it from UK or other countries.
Right.
So
Like sort of like a lot of games, like Wipeout HD,
right,
Ratchet and Clank Quest for Booty,
booty,
all that
which is
stuff.
awesome. I would love to have physical copies of those games. That'd be so cool. Now, if you're a PSP or PlayStation Vita owner like myself, God of War: Chains of Olympus, which will be the PSP title. And one that I've been wanting to play since Vita's been out is Little Deviants. Heard some okay things, heard some bad things, but I heard that
That's some good things, yeah.
it takes advantage of some of the PS4 or the Vita features that don't get used as much anymore because that was a launch title for the Vita, which the studio sadly went under and closed up after Little Deviants. So, but those are your PlayStation Plus games, the free.
So
PlayStation
your
Plus
overall thoughts on this month?
Great month. I really do. I think
Yeah.
if a sports fan,
Way better than last month.
right? Yeah, for sure. I say if you're a sports fan, you got your NBA 2K16. If you're into like story-driven games, you got Gone Home. If you want to have brain teasers and you love puzzle games, Echo Chrome is for you. If you want horror, you got Siren Blood Curse. If you want action adventure, off the balls to the wall, gore and crazy hack and slash, you got God of War. If you want a silly, quirky game for kids on a handheld, you have Little Deviants. So there's something for everyone.
By the way, I
Yes,
was
sir.
looking at the trophies for NBA 2K16 today.
Yeah.
Not one person has the platinum. It's 0%.
Well, I think those trophies would be a pain in the ass.
Usually, basketball games are hard trophies to get.
Yes. Some sports games are ridiculous. So
Except for like the football games. I think the football games are like the most fun to get
right. Well,
trophies
I'll
in.
tell you one thing. You can say fuck NFL, not NFL, but All Pro Football 2K, which we love. We're big fans of 2K football. It's fucking stupid because
The
it's
achievements,
yes, they're fucking retarded.
I seen them, but I mean, I didn't really see anything that was brutal though.
Well,
Like,
it
what
was, it was
exactly?
annoying,
What
dumb
exactly?
shit. Like you'd have to put the difficulty on the easiest, and do something
Yeah,
like it's like score 5 passing touchdowns to your running back. Run 600 yards in one game with your running back.
600 yards.
Yeah, shit like that. It's dumb.
The hell?
Like
You
out of
basically have to
this.
put the game. You basically have to put the game on 15 minutes quarters and on easy.
Yeah, and just keep running the ball constantly.
Just keep going. Yeah,
It is
yeah.
the dumbest stuff. I thought it was gonna be like all like season milestone stuff that you could possibly get through a season. No, it's like one game things, one game stuff. I got one of them. It's like I mean, I've got like I don't know, maybe like 15 trophies or achievements. I'm sorry. I know it's a PlayStation podcast. I'm sorry, but All Pro Football doesn't have
football fans did
right. Yeah, it doesn't have to
respect it.
But it doesn't have achievements. Exactly. You're right. You're right. So one of them I did get, which I thought was going to be a pain in the ass, is intercept it and run it back for a touchdown. Because I like to play in the higher difficulties, and I got it, and I was like, oh, all right, good. And get the stride longest or the longest drive of the game, the stride gum thing.
Yeah.
I got that one. There's a few more, but after
ridiculously long-lasting drive of the game.
Yeah, but once you get those basic ones you would expect to get, it gets dumb. I went and looked, and I was like, "This is the dumbest shit." I think there's one that's score like 10 touchdowns with a single wide receiver in a game. Something like that. I'm like, Jesus.
The Madden trophies, like those used to be fun. They're awful now because it all includes that one Madden mode that I don't play, like the fantasy stuff,
right?
With like the cards.
You're talking about the Sorry for all you Madden fans out there. Like, oh, it's called this, it's called that. I know. I'm trying to think of it. It's not all Madden.
I swear I watch my dad go on that every day, and I don't remember the name of that.
I started to get into it. Remember? Yeah,
it's a waste of time. I can't.
Yeah, it's cool, and then once you start getting into it, and then you realize that
it's too much of a waste of time because you're like underpowered. If you're not playing that mode like on launch day, if you're playing that mode on launch day, that's good. But if you're like playing that game a year old and you're just not getting into it, everybody's just going to stomp you because they all have this stuff.
Well, it's either that or you realize that if you're trying to keep playing that mode constantly, you realize that you come to a brick wall because you have to pay money. You realize that you have to pay money because these packs that you end up getting for free, you have to do so many different things. And then when you do get them free, you can only unlock the bronze packs, and you're not getting the players that you want. Like you said, you're underpowered. EA wants you to spend money, and there are people that spend money on that, and they make a lot of money. I'm sure.
I swear, I've seen streams on Madden. Not one of them play like a normal game. They all do. They all play that stupid mode.
Yeah, it's Ultimate Team. I
don't get the appeal. I understand it, but I don't get it. Like why?
Yeah, just go play All Pro Football with the historic.
I swear, I'm playing All Pro Football still. Almost 10.
Right.
I've been playing that game for almost 10 years now, and I still enjoy it just as much. It's like
yeah, just the gameplay. So amazing. All right, Garth, we're gonna get.
We completely got off.
We did. So PlayStation Plus games for June 2016. Next, I was going to let you guys know a few little tidbits of quick news. So it's our Shots Fired round. Share Factory update out today. I got my update. New features and stuff are detailed. If you guys want to check out more, you can go over to the PlayStation blog. But they updated things like you can do 60-minute videos now. You could actually do audio tracks separate from the video, so you can mess with tweaks and stuff with that. Change your audio levels so they're louder or much louder and. All kinds of stuff. You can actually split your video clips. You can have 2 different videos and stuff going at once. All kinds of really cool, neat things like that, which I'm glad they're still supporting that. Apparently, they see people still using it, so that's great. Glad they had an update. I didn't know if they were going to come out with anything for Share Factory for quite some time, so that's pretty cool. Cosmic Star Heroine is out this summer. On PS4 and PS Vita. Zbot Games RPG Love Letter launches this summer. Cross-buy for $14.99. You can watch a trailer on the PlayStation blog if you guys want to go check that out. If you're a big Powers fan, Season 2 just started. You can watch Episode 1 now for free. You can check it out on YouTube for free or PlayStation Network. I started Power Season 1 and I actually liked it quite a bit. Never got around to it because I watched other shows. I got in the way at the time. But it is really cool. A really cool concept, really cool idea. Glad it got a Season 2. Neverwinter is coming to PS4 this summer, free to play. What is it?
Yes.
It's like a
MMO,
RPG.
I think.
Yeah, it's an MMO RPG.
I'll give that a try.
I will too. It's been on Xbox for quite some time.
Oh, nice.
Good to see it. Good to see it come over here.
Have you played it on Xbox?
No, I have always had people tell me that I need to download it. I need to play it.
Okay.
The graphics aren't too hot, but I really do like the art style.
That's kind of
It's really
expected
fucking
when it
cool.
comes to MMOs because they are big games.
But it is nice. The art style is really cool. Broken Bots comes to PS4 on June 7th. Like I said, if you guys want to find out more about these, you can go to the PlayStation blog and click on the article. They're on the front page right now. Let's see. What else can I... Let's see. I going to do that. There's this action stealth hybrid Filthy Lucre. Breaks cover on PS4 this summer. And pretty much that's it. That's all the little shots fired around. One more thing I do want to talk about is the PlayStation E3 Experience 2016 is announced.
Yes.
Every year they do this. They take the E3 Experience of PlayStation and they go to your local theaters, and tickets are free, so you can go online, claim your tickets today. Usually they sell out very fast, so you want to.
And we had our predictions in the last episode.
Oh, for the Games Cast. Okay, I was like, we haven't done our predictions yet for PlayStation, but I would like to do that with you. I think I want to wait a little bit sooner for the PlayStation predictions. But we did, yeah. You guys can go over and check out.
I forgot it was the Games Cast. Actually, you're right.
Yeah, GCN's Games Cast. Yeah, I was like, did we? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Our other podcast, GCN's Games Cast, all things video games retro to the modern day current generation. You guys can go check that out. We did for E3 2016. You guys can go check that out. But the E3 PlayStation Experience local theater tickets are free. You can go online. I'm not sure exactly. It's PlayStation E3 Experience. You guys can Google it, get your tickets. They're in over 85 movie theaters across the United States, US and Canada. Yeah, I can't wait either. I'm very excited for E3.
As I'm always excited. I'm excited every year.
Right? Yeah. And last but not least,
we
talk
Christmas.
Oh, it is. It's Christmas in the video games industry for sure. Last but not least, we did talk about this on the Games Cast. Ibuki infiltrates Street Fighter 5 roster. So if you guys want to go check out the trailer, she's a DLC character. You guys can also go do that on the PlayStation blog. That is it for this week's PlayStation video game news. We get your scoop first here on PlayStation and Pizza.
Very nice. So tell me, if I want to go and buy a game this week, or go to the store and buy a game this week, what is available?
You want to know what's available, so you're asking me what's available on the PlayStation Store or your mom and pop shops or at your local GameStop or something like that? Sure, I would love to tell you, Garth, where you can find the newest PlayStation releases. New releases for May 31st, 2016.
31st.
Yeah. Dangerous Golf, which I'm very excited for. I need to give a shot. PS4 digital only. It's out 6/3. So that is today. It comes out on the Thursday day we're recording this. Dead Island Riptide Definitive Edition, PS4 digital and retail. I want to talk about this for a quick second. Actually, let me read the description for Dangerous Golf. Welcome to the world of Dangerous Golf, an arcade-style sports game with a very explosive twist. Rack up scores by causing as much damage and destruction as possible. By the way, Dangerous Golf is the creators of Criterion Studios. They did the Burnout games. So they took the Burnout format, and they created Dangerous Golf. So this is their game.
I heard it's like Pain, but
yeah, I wanted to slap Greg and call him in the face for even.
That's what they said. That's what they said. They said it's like Pain. They actually kind of shit on.
Yeah, I was like Pain. I put I face palmed because
I haven't seen anything for it, so I'm just going by what they said.
Okay, imagine Crash Mode with a golf ball. There's no golf clubs, by the way. It's just like you toss the golf ball around the room, and you get destruction. As much destruction in one hit you can get, and the next hit you have to make it in the hole. But it's really cool. You have to check it out. But Dead Island Riptide Definitive Edition. I want to talk about this real quick. It's PS4 digital and retail. $39.99 for both games in the Definitive Edition. This game is used on the newest Dying Light engine, by the way.
And it looks a lot better.
Oh, a lot better. And it kind of makes me want to get it because it feels like that this is the Dead Island experience I was meant to play. Me and you had a bad experience.
Horrible with
experience. Dead Island, the original Dead Island.
One of the worst games I played last generation. Right. It was horrible.
The game would freeze when we tried to get into vehicles.
I swear that game was beloved by a lot of fans, and it got a lot of praise, and it sold well. I don't understand why it got praised.
I don't know if right. I mean, I understand to a certain extent, but when you have bugs like that, it's even worse than the concept. Bug. We couldn't even play the game.
Of it, yeah. The concept of it is beloved. I love the concept.
Right. Yeah.
But the actual game, no.
Right. Yeah. And the way it looks now, obviously, it's good. Run way better. I haven't heard any issues for this so far. Nothing. So it's like maybe one of these I could. I don't know.
Corbin and Caden have it.
They got Riptide. They got Riptide, didn't they?
Yeah.
They bought it separate. I think if I would get one of them and then play through
Riptide because we actually haven't played that one.
Right. Yeah. And it's more gun oriented, which I like a little bit better. But it's just I don't if I got both, I don't see myself playing through back to back. I'd be like, oh, cool, I beat that one, put it down. So yeah, possibly Riptide, but Dead Island Riptide Definitive Edition.
That could be something that we play during the drought.
Yeah, for sure. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff that I can look back and say, you know what, I'm probably just going to play this. Welcome to the Zombie Apocalypse experience, a lifetime, and now more. Beautiful than ever. Caught in the midst of an epic zombie outbreak at the tropical island of Banoi? I guess I say it. Your only thought is survival. Also, you get the Dead Island Definitive Collection, which is both games, Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide. Delta Strike vs. Assault, PS Vita Digital. This is actually a mobile game that got ported over. Looks pretty cool. It says jump into an intense action with your favorite aircraft like classic airplanes, jets, helicopters, and even a drone. Blast your way through buildings, missile bullets, tanks, helicopters, jets, and much more. Hard Reset Redux, which I want to play this game. Hard Reset, excuse me, my throat was like all fucked up tonight. Hard Reset was a PC FPS that came out a while back. It's got a hardcore single-player type of campaign. Really, really cool.
Go ahead and keep talking. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Go ahead and keep
That's fine.
Keep telling them.
I'll see you in a second. Hard Reset Redux, PS4 Digital. It's out today, Thursday, 6/3/2016. Hard Reset Redux is an action-packed and hardcore single-player shooter which embraces the best qualities that the genre has to offer. It includes over-the-top destruction, loads of enemies, great weapons, variety, a challenging campaign, and a beautiful, realized cyberpunk setting. Looks really cool. I would love to give this a shot. I'm not sure the pricing. I'm guessing it's somewhere around like $40. It's been a while since it's come out. This next title was actually meant to come out on Vita. I think got canceled, but is getting a PS4 release instead. It's a platformer type of game. It's called Kick Phoenix. PS4 digital out 6/2, which is yesterday. On Wednesday. It's getting Wednesday. Man, all these releases are getting kind of funny, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe a Friday here and there. I'm not sure. I have to look in here. But Kick Phoenix is a smooth and easygoing platformer adventure about Kick, a little boy with a very big gun and a small flying robot named Phoenix. Looks really cool. If you haven't seen it, you guys go check out some gameplay of Kick Phoenix. MotoGP 2015 on PS3 digital. Wow, PS3 getting some love. Just bring your game over to PS4, please. Like, that time has passed. Just no sense in getting a new game on PS3 right now. It should be on PS4. There's no excuse. The thrilling MotoGP series is gearing up again. Delve into a new game modes, buildings, and personalize your team in the exciting career mode and win countless competitions to become the best. Next game, we have One Piece Burning Blood for PS4 and PS Vita. Digital PS4 version at retail. What digital PS4? Okay, on digital. But yeah, the PS4 version is available at retail. They're just putting that in a little description there. Take to the sea. This dynamic fighter starring the world's favorite pirate crew, use devil fruit, hockey techniques, and punishing combos to turn the tide in the ultimate 3 versus 3
that sounds awesome.
One Piece Battle Royale. Yeah, I was talking about One Piece Burning Blood.
Nice.
Next indie title, which I'm very excited to try, finally coming to PS4, is Oxenfree. PS4 digital title. This is a
Ollie Oxenfree.
Yeah, it is a Oxenfree is a supernatural thriller about a group of friends who are unwittingly open a ghost rift. Play as Alex, a bright teenager who brings her new stepbrother Jonas to an overnight party on an old military island. Keep in mind, this is a 2D game. Beautiful art, but it's a horror game. And it looks so good. So fucking good. All right, this next game is another mobile game, but it's getting ported over to PS4 digital. It's called Plague Inc. Evolved. A lot of people play this on YouTube, and a lot of people have been playing this for quite some time on mobile and on PC. For some reason, it's not Vita. I don't understand. It's a basic, simple tap game. You're tapping constantly. Your pathogen has just infected patient 0. Now you must bring about the end of human history by evolving a deadly global plague while adapting against everything humanity can do to defend itself. All right, next we have a PS2 classic, PS4 digital only, Primal, which you came up into wanting to play. Help search for a loved one in a frightening world of demons and darkness. Simple description, but I think it says enough. I want to play it as well. It reminds me a little bit of like before Dark Souls was even born, or Demon Souls. But with like a...
I wish I knew the developers and what games they made, you know?
Right. I'd have to look it up. Scorpish Extended PS4 Digital is the world's first widescreen dual-stick bullet hell made for you, for all gamers. Empower the player philosophy, pure, finely tuned gameplay, no gimmicks. Next game we have Shadow Blade Reloaded, PS4 Digital.
What? I have a question about that.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't that game on like on PC and 360 for the longest time?
Well, if you pay attention to the title, it says Shadow Blade Reloaded. Or Reload.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I was like, I think I've seen this before, and I've always wanted to play it, but it's never been on the PlayStation Store. So
I think you're getting it now.
It's finally coming over. Yeah,
right.
Icy actually said that he loved that game, and I wanted.
You know what?
To play
like just
that.
by looking at the art style or the art and everything, the cover looks like something I would enjoy. Shadow Blade is an action platformer set in a visual striking world where the ancient teachings of ninjas and samurai clash upon a modern landscape. All right.
Sounds fantastic.
Next release, There Came an Echo for PS4 Digital. There Came an Echo is a real-time strategy game in which players assume command of a small squadron using an advanced voice recognition system to issue orders. Moving on, next game, Neochrome, a PS4 digital title only. Experience a ruthless top-down cyberpunk shooter and blast your way through enemies and walls. The path to stopping the Overseer is ever-changing. This game that actually looks really cool. Sounds cool as well. Paranormal Activity is a cross-buy between PS4.
That game looks awesome. I want to play that. It looks like Tower of Guns in 8-bit, and it's roguelike like Tower of Guns, and I want to play it.
I'll have to give it a shot or give it a look. Paranormal Activity combines a classic FPS action games like Doom, Quake, with the randomness and difficulty of modern roguelikes like Binding of Isaac and Spelunky. Makes sense because we both like playing Spelunky. Spelunky's fun, and we both like playing Binding of Isaac. So that makes sense, you know, and Quake and Doom makes you put those together, have one big fucking orgy.
And it's in first person, and it has like 8-bit art style too. It's like a blocky Minecraft art style.
That's what I see on the cover. It looks really cool. It's cool. It's on Vita as well. I'll have to check that out. Art of Balance is a PS4 digital title. Art of Balance is grab your DualShock 4 and build a balance stack in this physics-based puzzler. Art of Balance is easy to pick up and hard to put away. game. So that
hard
is
to put away. I don't want to put it away. I want to. I remember when Colin read that. He went ape shit.
yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Our boys Colin and Greg at PSL Levy. Good podcast. All right, guys. That is it for the releases of this week here in the last week release, the last week of May. So expect to see more here coming up this June. If you guys want to check out PlayStation Music, PlayStation Video, and PlayStation View releases, you guys can go over to the PlayStation blog. All right, Garth, that was it for the releases and all the updates and all that good stuff. Yes. So now it is time, as usual. I'm having a hard time picking my game this week. I don't know what to pick. Like I told Garth, I was fighting myself. All kinds of different games, like games popping into my head. I've been in all kinds of different moods lately. And it's like, man, what should I pick? I have no clue, really. I know, like, lately, we talked about, like, what IP we would bring back, you know, to fight ourselves. Like, if we could bring back an IP from the dead, if Sony allowed us to, or a second party or first party, or even an IP that's still kind of ongoing, or had a, like, lengthy road down the PlayStation Island. But, you know, I started thinking to myself today, I was like, you know, I really enjoyed the Siphon Filter games. So that is my PlayStation Greatest Hits Game of the Week. By the way, me and Garth take turns, just like Topic of the Week, bringing our topic, or a special guest on the show allow us to bring a topic and a game. But my Greatest Hits Game of the Week is Siphon Filter as a whole. Not just one game, but as a whole.
Just the entire series.
The entire series. But my favorite standout, I actually beat it with two friends of mine. It was all three of us playing at one time. You know, on back in the day, we seemed to do that a little more with the couch co-op-y stuff, or handing the controller off. We don't do that much anymore because we have online multiplayer. Yeah. So I remember, like, Gabe Logan. You know, he's the main character in Siphon Filter. Siphon Filter 2, we hand off the controllers of playing the story and the cinematics of that game, the voice acting, everything for its time was fucking mind-blowing. The shit that you did in that game, those games are way ahead of its time. Like, that's where Splinter Cell, I think, obviously got its big, like, how do I say it? They inspired, obviously, they get the inspiration from...
And I think Siphon Filter got its inspiration from Mission Impossible, I would say.
Definitely Mission Impossible. Yes, I can see that for sure.
Which I love Mission Impossible. It's fantastic.
Right. For its time on PS1, it was kind of mind-blowing. Like, the graphics and stuff were great. They were doing night vision stuff way before Call of Duty 4 made it cool. They were doing platforming, climbing stuff, all kinds of stealth aspects you wouldn't even imagine doing, way before Splinter Cell. The physics in the game were fucking crazy looking, the way they ran. Like, oh, man.
The animations as well look pretty cool. Yeah. Look pretty good.
Yeah, even to this day, you go back and check out Siphon Filter 1 trailer. Holy shit, man. You go and look. Yeah, it's not as impressive, obviously. It's PlayStation 1 graphics, but Siphon Filter, man. It's just... Siphon Filter is a virus, if you didn't know. And your goal is always to stop it. Evil government corporation stuff going on. That's what Siphon Filter is. It's a virus, so...
Yeah.
But anyways, I need to go back through and play through those games on the PSN. I have them. I really like how they have the control set up on PSN if you buy it, the PS1 Classics, because you can use the right analog stick to aim, and you can totally change your. By the way, this is another thing in those games. You can completely customize your controller layout. By the way,
on what?
On Siphon Filter games.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Yep. I loved that. It helped so much.
That's pretty ahead of its time, actually. No game did that back then.
I think the entire series was ahead of its time. They also had stealthy aspects where you can change clothes and stuff way before Hitman. Stuff way before Splinter Cell. I think a lot of games borrowed from Siphon Filter, and it doesn't get enough credit, sadly. But who knows? Maybe we'll see a return of...
Maybe if that game came out today, you know, with all those like new bonus fudge, it would definitely take off. But unfortunately, it was a game that was forgotten about.
Yeah, a series that I definitely forgotten about. Yeah,
and it's been
shout
a while
out to my boy Maverick 10 because we love Siphon Filter. we wish that would come back.
And they wish for a siphon filter every E3.
Yeah.
And it never happens.
Sadly, it doesn't. We probably will never get one. Really quick, I was gonna say something else. Oh, if like you're saying, if that game came out today, a lot of people say it was copying Splinter Cell, it was copying Hitman, the stealthy aspects and stuff like that. When honestly, those games borrowed a lot from Siphon Filter. But the young kids, they don't know any better.
But Siphon Filter. But I will say though, Splinter Cell kind of redesigned it a little bit because they stylized it. They made it.
Well, Well, they also had a lot more horsepower, and
and they also were on better hardware.
Right, and Sony kind of already did a trilogy before Omega Strain, which was on PS2, which is more of an online focused game than anything.
Yeah. Did you play the PSP ones?
I didn't, but those also came out on PS2, and that's where the story actually ended. I don't want to actually give any spoilers because I almost did.
Which is weird how to end the story on a PSP, like on handheld instead of
right. I think I would rather just play the PS2 versions of those because I know that they were supported to PSP or vice versa. So I think I would rather just play those, and I think I will. Logan Shadow is one of them, and there's another one. Logan Shadow, I think, is the final Siphon Filter game. And it kind of left cliffhangery, but not really. Like, don't want to tell you what happens. I don't want to get too much into spoilers. But I haven't beaten it, but I've obviously got it spoiled for me. But I still want to play it. But the cast I was listening to at the time, they're like, if you haven't beaten this game yet, then what's wrong with you? So something's wrong with me.
And they said it.
Right. Big Siphon Filter fan. Always have been since I was younger. Ever since I played that first demo, they allowed us to play on this old demo disc, and I was sold immediately. So hats off to I think it was what studio was it? Not London. God damn it, I cannot think it. It might have been London Studios. I can't remember. But anyways, they haven't done much these days. So
no, they haven't.
Sadly,
it's really weird.
They
might be working on something secretly.
I think they're working on that biker game. It's called Dead something.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I can't remember what it's called. But that's
very odd. That's a very odd thing, but
how cool would that be, though? Right?
It sounds odd, but it could be cool. We don't
imagine like open world Red Dead style, but with like motorcycle gangs, and they're like dead. They're like dead, but they're like brought back to life. Some crazy cool shit like that. Like I want to see something different like that. We'll talk about it next time though, for sure. In like episode 12, we'll do E3's right around the fucking corner. So we'll do episode 12 E3 predictions. I call it now. I think we said this episode was going to be. So if you expected that, I'm sorry. But if you want to go hear some early stuff, I really kind of got to cut the guys off guard. But GCN's Games Cast, that's Gamergate podcast.
So I didn't really have good predictions. It was
right, yeah. Like so we'll have a whole week to think about it, Garth, and we'll come back and make some PlayStation exclusive to the PlayStation audience. We'll have more to think about, and we'll bring some cool predictions.
So are you saying that's going to be topic of the week? Oh my god!
I think it should be. Because I am coming next week for the topic. So and you bring you know what? You bring that game. You bring that greatest hits game of the week.
Yeah, right. I got multiple. I got multiple.
Right, yeah, it's like me. I was fighting myself. I was gonna say Resistance: Fall of Man, but I was like, wait, I already did Resistance. I did Resistance 3 because it's my favorite of the series. And I was like, man, Resistance: Fall of Man was so good. And I was like, I can't do that because we talked about it already. I couldn't beat up our listeners to hear that. Maybe they don't like Resistance, I don't want to just let them sit there for like 10 minutes and listen to that. But anyways, that was Greatest Hits Game of the Week. You guys can check that out every week. It's a segment we have here on PlayStation and Pizza. Me and Garth take turns every week, or a special guest, or possibly an email if you want to shoot us an email. Or go over to our Facebook page at facebook.com/groups/Gamercade and let us know what game you would like to hear on the Greatest Hits Game of the Week. Garth, this has been PlayStation Pizza episode 11. I'm happy you're here again. You're here every week.
Yes.
It was my sidekick.
It was a great episode.
Great episode. I love doing this with you every time. It's one of my favorite things to do during the week. I love hosting this with you. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
So let's plug this episode where can these lovely listeners find you on social media?
Well, they can find me as always since circa 2008. SpongeBelt on YouTube, on Instagram, Twitter, and PSN.
Lovely. All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to find me on PSN, it's XKillXZoneX. And as of recently, I recreated my Twitter. the X Kill X Zone X. You guys can go over to the Killzone page, which I'll repeat it for you again, so you're not confused. The X Kill X Zone X. Got a picture of myself. I let you guys know I'm the host of this show and GCN's Gamescast and all that. What I'm interested in, wrestling, skateboarding, all that good stuff. So if you guys want to go over there and check that out, follow me. I think I need one more follower, and I had 100 followers, so that's cool. And we'll chat about some stuff. I also tweet out about the podcast. I also tweet out about video game news, stuff like that. If it is interesting, I'll definitely do so, and especially if it's PlayStation related. That's pretty much it, really, social media for me. But for the GCN's PlayStation Pizza and the Gamescast and just Gamercade and Network as a whole, me, Garth, Dallas, Julia, and Brett, we're all a team. We love talking about video games. If you guys want to find everything about us, you can go over to gamercade.squarespace.com. You guys can shoot over to there, and you can find our podcast there. You can find our Twitter, what we're doing on GCN's Twitter, our Instagram, all that cool stuff, pictures we've been taking, and stay up to date with all of us. So go over there, click on that podcast tab, go over to the Gamercade podcast, see what's going on with the Gamescast, or click on PlayStation and Pizza, and just listen to all of our latest and greatest episodes. It'll just autoplay for you. So if you want to hear this newest episode, it'll be there. You can skim through them and find your favorite episode or whatever you're looking for. Show a friend. Rate us on iTunes, podcast services all around the world, Google Play, all that good stuff. But Garth, this has been PlayStation and Pizza episode 11. Let's say bye to these lovely folks. Thank you for listening. Until next time. Game on.